Hi, I'm Kathy Rowe, and we are on a mission to flatten out and firm up those bat wings, also known as the tricep under there. But we want to do specific exercises and have a specific strategy, and I have that for you. I have 3 15-minute videos all about firming up that tricep and bye-bye bat wings. But it takes strategy and specific exercises. I've got it all for you. So let's get started. Today we're doing Therabands. Now, I left a link for you below about the Therabands. These all come in a package. If you don't have one, you get all 4 of these, and they're all different strengths, so that as you get stronger, you can switch up. And that's what we want to do. Our body is going to adapt to the exercises we're doing, so we want to keep it on its toes and always start doing different exercise and growing in our ability to do harder and greater resistance. So grab your Theraband. We're going to start out by wrapping it around your hands. Now, the shorter the band is, the harder it is, and the longer the band is, the easier the exercise is. So you can be in control. We're gonna start, I'm gonna roll mine up. We're gonna start by putting it behind your back, bending your knees, and then one arm right there below your tailbone. Elbow pulls through. We're on this diagonal. This is called knocking on the door. So we're pushing it to the front, little tiny pulses. I'll turn sides so you can see another view. Now the elbow stays absolutely where it is. In other words, we don't want it moving all over the place. And I must say that we want to keep our wrist in a straight line. I'm gonna come close and show you what we don't want to do. See my wrist? We don't want it to be like that. Get it in that straight line and keep pulling it out. Shoulders are down. Elbow stays in the exact same place. Now these reps are a little bit different than on our other videos, because on the other videos we were always working both arms at once. But this time you can see we're just working one arm at a time. So we're gonna go from one arm to the other without taking a stretch break. So here we go, switching sides. Put one hand behind you, the other arm pulls through, knocking on the door. Now that back hand, we don't want it to sneak up to your waist. Pull it way down by the tailbone. Both shoulders are up and the tummy is pressing in. Knocking on the door, and remember that wrist is straight. Almost there. This music is pretty peppy, isn't it? That'll be good for when we're 3 and 1. So that's 1 minute per side. Let's take a little stretch. We're gonna take the band up and over, stretching everything with a little lateral stretch. Back to the center, other side. Arms down, shoulder rolls. Our next set through is going to be 3 and 1. So here we go, let's set it up. Behind you, one hand down by your tailbone, elbow comes through. We're gonna knock on the door, but 3 and 1. Here we go, it goes stretch 3, 2, 1, and then it's in. 3, 2, 1, come in. 3, 2, 1. Now you might not feel this so much at first, but remember, it's the reps that are the key. and 3, 2, 1, come in. 3, 2, 1, and in. 3, 2, 1. Halfway through, we go back to knocking on the door. So just changing up that tempo a little bit really helps us access that tricep. Ready to change sides? Here we go. One hand on your tailbone. Now this elbow is up. Wrist is straight. 3, 2, 1, and in. 2, 1, and in. 3, 2, elbow stays high. Wrist stays straight. Tummy stays tight. Yes, all that happens too. 3, 2, 1. Now come to halfway, and we're gonna finish off with a little knocking on the doors. Tummy tight. Ears are over the shoulders. We don't want to jut that chin forward. Bottom arm pulling down. Oh, let's take a break. Now remember, if that is too easy, you just make your band a little shorter. If it's too hard, you make your band a little longer. And if it's too easy either way, then you go up to a different resistance level for your band. That's good. That means we're getting better. Okay, you know what's next, right? It's out 1 and in for 3. So let's set it up. Knocking on the door, it goes out, slow, slow, slow. Out, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Out, slow motion in. Out, slowly in. Elbow stays high and in the exact same place. You know we're going to change the tempo in a sec. Ooh, almost done. Elbow stays high, tummy tight. Let's take a break. Arms on the top, up and over, up and over. I know we don't need much of a break because we're just doing one arm at a time. But it feels good to take that little break, doesn't it? Let's do the other side. Out, slowly in. It's out. Now if it's too easy, you know you gotta go up to your next level band or make it shorter. If ever you start feeling strain in your neck or in your shoulder, it's time to stop and take a break. You can always work your way up, but we do not want to get injured because that kind of takes us out of the game. You know, we want to be able to do this 3 times a week, our exercises for triceps. And here we go, little pulse. This is the double time pulse where the elbow stays in the exact same place. If it's getting kind of easy, take that back hand and pull it down. Almost there. Now remember, if your shoulders are getting fatigued or your neck, time to stop and take a break and a little stretch. Ooh, we're there, our first round complete. So it feels very good to take the arms up and over, and up and over. You might have to make your band a little bit longer to do this one, but it's a very nice little stretch because that particular exercise is kind of hard on the shoulders. Our next exercise is like we did with the weights. It's called a kickback. So you put the band right here on your hip sockets, elbows together, just like we did in the kickbacks, ears over the shoulders so the neck is long, and we start to take it out and in. Now remember that guns in the holster right here? We don't want to come in front of guns in the holster. Here we go, out and in. Shoulders stay down in your back. And it's out, in. Elbows are really together. So they're not out to the sides like this, but see how the elbows stay behind you so that the pull is straight back? Now pull those shoulders down into your back, the shoulder blades. We don't want to start lifting the shoulders and getting tension in the shoulders. But if you do, time to stop and take a break, because that means your body is trying to recruit muscles around your shoulders to do some work for the tricep. And we want the tricep to do all the work. Whew. Let's take the shoulders and roll them back. Our second set is in the same position. We're just changing the tempo. So here we go, bend the knees. Right there, now elbows squeeze back. They're not out here, they're really squeezing back. And little pulses back. Now we're on a different tempo. So you have your tummy pulled up. Might as well get a little ab work. Compress those lower abs into the spine. By the time we get to this exercise, your triceps are a little fatigued already, right? So by the time we get to these little pulses, it might start getting to your neck and your shoulders. If so, drop the band and just do the movement itself without the resistance. And then we'll just work our way up. But we don't want to get tension in the neck or in the shoulders. Coming up on that minute. Okay, let's stretch it out. So we're going to take it to the side. The other side. Shoulders are going to roll as we just give it a little time. So we're going to put your band across your back like you're wearing a little mink stole. It stays on your shoulders. Now if it slips up to your neck, you've got to stop and fix it. Make it go just over the shoulders. Now remembering that we target the tricep by straightening the arms against a force. So now the force is the resistance band, right? Pressing it down. If it's too easy, you choke up on the band a little bit. And if it's still way too easy, you go to your next level band. So we want to push almost straight down, targeting those triceps, but you know, we want to keep the ears over the shoulders and we want to keep the tummy lifted too. Ooh, let's take a little break. Oh, we did it! Let's drop the band. We'll do a big tricep stretch here. So you know, we want to get the tricep straight, elbow to the ceiling, and the head stays over the shoulders during that tricep stretch. A nice tight tummy, pressing your abs towards your spine is going to help keep everything stable. Arms on the top, inhale. Now just let them go behind you, stretching it out. Little pinky fingers are going towards each other. Drop and shoulder rolls. Please remember that to firm and change that tricep or bat wings, we have to vary our exercises. We have to do them 3 to 4 times a week. And we have to keep progressing with the amount of weight or resistance that we can use. So please subscribe here, and I'll see you the day after tomorrow with our next tricep workout to flatten out and bye-bye to those bat wings.